Hello, YouTube family, and welcome back to Simz Vidz. In today's video, um, this is something that I've been wanting to talk about. I had a conversation, maybe about 2 weeks ago with someone, and honestly, the conversation kind of went left. But basically, the conversation was about siblings. And this individual that I was talking to, apparently, her and her sister had a falling out. And I know that sisters, brother and sister, siblings have their differences. I know that. But what kind of bothered me about this conversation was this individual was really calling her sister out of name. She was saying all sorts of negative stuff. And because I didn't agree with what she had to say, she got upset with me. So basically, she was venting to me, saying that, her sister is jealous of her and her sister doesn't want good for her. And no matter what she does, her sister badminds her. She's calling her sister the B word and all sorts of stuff. I intervened by basically saying, I get it. Sisters have their differences. However, you should try and rectify the situation before it really gets out of hand. So because I did not agree with her, she she got upset with me, basically. And people, I just don't have the words right now, but I really don't have time. I don't have time for stuff like that. I really don't. And I'm not trying to be insensitive and I'm not trying to be judgmental. I'm truly not. But my thing is, I lost my sister almost 5 years ago. And I remember our last conversation. I spoke to my sister the day before she passed. My sister and I spoke for like 2 hours on the phone. And sometimes my sister and I, we would just talk pure nonsense and we would laugh at each other. But that is how it was. I don't know what it feels like for your sibling not to have your back. I really don't. Growing up, my sister and I, we always used to have disagreements. Don't get me wrong. But we never made our disagreements go overboard. Like we're siblings, we're sisters. I don't know what it's like for my sister to not have good intentions for me, because my sister had nothing but good intentions for me. She wanted the best for me, as I wanted the best for her. But my whole thing was, as I was saying to this individual, I would love to have a conversation with my sister again. I don't have that. My only sibling is no longer with us. She was my best friend. I had to learn the hard way through friendships about people not being trustworthy, people betraying you. And because of those lessons, I basically honestly, I totally stopped telling people what was going on in my life. They did not know what was going on with me. And as I said, it was because of past things that I went through. With my sister, I did not know betrayal. With my sister, I did not know disappointment. Of course, my sister and I had disagreements, but it was nothing to the point where whether it was myself or her to say, well, that was stupid, and we would move forward. I would never, even up to this day, I would never call my sister out of name. And my point to this is, I don't think that conversation that this individual was having should have been with me. I think that person should have confronted her sister and say, look, I did not appreciate what you did, and this was my problem with it. I feel that she should have just gotten everything off of her chest to her sister and allowed her sister to do the same. That's the only way I know how to do things, because that is how my sister and I did things. And as I said, people, I am not putting judgment on no one. I know family have their differences. My family isn't perfect, and I'm not insinuating that there is such a thing as a perfect family. You're gonna have disagreement, just like friendships. You're gonna have disagreements. But my whole thing with this person, because I did not agree with her, she got upset with me, and now she's giving me the cold shoulder, I guess. And I'm not having it. And I made it clear to this person too. So anything that I'm saying on this platform, I've already said to this individual, because I just don't get it. I don't get it. As I said, I would love to have a conversation with my sister again. And I cherish all of our conversations, but our last conversation, that's kind of different, because how do you talk to somebody for 2 hours or a little bit over 2 hours. And then the next day, they're gone. Life is short. And what I was trying to put across to this person, maybe when she sees this video, she'll get what I'm saying. But life is short. And we have to cherish each moment. And petty arguments should not come between us and our loved ones. I personally think trying to talk out issues is more beneficial than carrying something so heavy on your heart that you have to resort to negativity. My life changed when I lost my sister, because now I have to navigate this journey called life on my own. I don't have anyone to vent to anymore. I don't have anyone to ask for advice. That's just my reality. As I said, my sister and I, we were very close. Whenever she was having a bad day, she would call me and we would talk about it. And whenever I was having a day, I would call her and we would talk about it. And we would, try to give each other advice. Sometimes it didn't work. But the fact is, I knew that I could depend on her. And people, friends disappoint. I've been through a situation where I thought someone had my back, and it turned out that person did not have my back. And I experienced betrayal. I experienced hurt. I was dumbfounded over the situation because it was like I was in a bad movie. I never expected such a situation from that person. And in learning that, moving forward, when I was able to move forward, because it took me a while, I didn't just bounce back. But after that situation, I started building up guards. And I don't trust easy. Till this day, I do not trust easy. But with my sister, everything just came natural. And as I said before, life is short. And when something is bothering you between you and your family members, let's just focus on family members right now. When you and a family member have some type of disagreement, my personal opinion is to talk it out amongst the both of you or whoever. There is no such thing as a perfect family unit. As I said before, I know that. But I believe that the people that are closest to you, which would be family, would be the ones to have your back. And I know a lot of people right now, you're hearing me saying this and you're saying, Simone, no. And I get it. Not everybody's family dynamic works that way. But I'm talking from my experience. So the reason why I made this video, or the reason why I'm making this video, is, in my opinion, I think that whenever you have a disagreement with a family member, for example, your sibling, I personally feel that you should talk out the situation with that person. Because let's face it, people, we live in a world today where negativity will always come first. And what we have to realize is not everyone wants what's best for us. And I just think when a person is dealing with a family issue, it should be resolved among family. Don't bring outside people into your family dynamic, because it could go so wrong on so many levels. Again, I know that you're probably saying, but Simone, you're wrong. I have friends that are like family. I'm not saying that that's not possible. I'm really not. But I am just saying not everyone has that type of luck. I know I don't. Not everyone has that type of luck to have met someone that you could call a genuine friend. And that person is going to lead you straight and not lead you astray. Again, my personal experience. If you've found a friend that you consider a sister or a brother, and you guys have a relationship that is like a blood sister or brother, you want to know what? I commend you. I'm happy for you. Genuinely, I am. But I'm just talking from a point of view where I've seen so many people make the mistake of bringing outside people into their family issues. And you're talking negatively about a family member, and then that person puts in their 2 cents, and then what happens? You feel that the person is out of pocket. And you can't take back what you've said, because you've probably said some personal stuff, and now that person knows your business. Keep it in the family, people. Keep it in the family. That is my opinion. When you have an issue, go to the person, go to the source, and say what's on your mind. That way, even if you do go to somebody and say, man, you know, such and such, they really piss me off. And if that person goes back to your family member and said, well, you want to know what? Such and such didn't have nothing good to say about you. Yeah. Drama. Nobody needs the drama. And I was trying to be a friend to this person, but because I wouldn't agree with what she was saying about her sister, it seems that, she has her own feelings about me right now. But as I said, I don't care. I'm a type of person where I believe wrong is wrong and right is right. And if I consider myself a friend to her, or maybe we're not friends, maybe we're just acquaintances, but if I consider myself to be a transparent person, which I do, I always tell people what you see is what you get. I don't have time to put on layers for people to accept me for what they're seeing in front of them. What you see is what you get. If you are wrong, I'm going to tell you wrong, which I did with this individual. And because I did that, now that's another situation. But on her end, certainly not on mine. Because as I say, people, life is short. You don't know what could happen in the next couple of minutes, in the next couple of seconds, in the next couple of hours, the next day. You don't know. So I choose to live with my heart clean. And I choose to be upfront about things. I don't have time to be watering weeds. I don't have time to be sitting down gossiping. That's not me. So I don't know what this person thought they were going to get out of me, because if you know me, you know the type of person that I am. And I just think it's crazy. I don't understand. But yes, live every moment as if it's your last, because you don't know. Cherish the memories that you create with your loved ones. Like, just try to live loving. Just try to be positive in things that you do. And as I said, a lot of you probably won't agree with me. And actually, you want to know what? Let's put it out there. For those of you who don't have a good relationship with a sibling or a family member, you can comment it. You don't have to comment what's going on. But just say, I agree with you, Simone, or that's not always the case, Simone. And if you want to say, I have a friend that is like my sister. I have a better relationship with him or her than my actual sister. You can say stuff like that. But I want to hear from you guys based on what I just said in this video. Do you agree that if you and a sibling or you and a family member have a disagreement, do you feel that it is right to trash talk them to people outside of your family circle? Me personally, I don't think so. But I want to hear your thoughts. Thank you so much for watching. But what I am going to ask of my YouTube family is to please subscribe. I'm getting the views. I need the subscribers too. Please subscribe. Comment. I want to hear what you guys are thinking about the videos that I'm creating. Share, and turn on your post notification so you will not miss when I post. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next video.